Hello everyone, Irish Warlock here, and welcome back to part 10 of our Star Trek Resurgence Let's Play. We are finally back after having to take a brief hiatus due to some technical issues with the last recording. We are back to pick things up. So, what happened last time? As Jarrah, we returned to the Resolute with Portal 6-3 and immediately began to butt heads with the captain. Portal 6-3 informed us that there was Tkonian sabotage aboard the Resolute, and that's why we were having troubles finding Galvan and Sidron. After a quick search around engineering, we found a Tkonian device, and our trail of investigation eventually led us to the captain and to the realization that he had been compromised by the Tkonians. Along with the doctor and Commander Erdmot, we staged a little mutiny, and now we are the captain. But I'm having some second thoughts already, and I think we might have been tricked, possibly by the doctor. We're going to see. Back on the enemy ship with Carter, we were hiding in the ship and were bonding with Edselar and Major Amadi. The ship we were on eventually rendezvoused with another ship that was under the command of Galvan, and they transported a Cartabula onto that ship and eventually left when the Resolute turned up. They are supposedly looking for some vault which has Tkonian weapons in it. Carter and his team, along with a captured Ikoska, who is still a Tkonian at this point, were able to escape the ship, and the Resolute was able to blow it up. But before that happened, it seems that Sidron was able to escape down to the nearby planetoid we're near, and Jarrah, along with Portal 6-3 and a team, are going down after him. So that's where we're going to go. So you can see here in the line of fire, that's the original recording I did from the original Let's Play. That unfortunately had that noise issue that we just cannot get to work. And the Arsenal of Eternity is where we are now. Essentially just one episode, about an hour separating these two, and I'm going to just I wrote down what the choices are, so I'm going to just basically repeat the same thing over and over again. So you're not getting genuine reactions of what's happening here, you're going to get my staged reactions. I try to reenact and remember what happens.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Let's make this a short mission, all right?
That's the plan.
Well, it's your call to come down here. Still not sure I agree. I respect the chain of command.
No, you don't. These two, Bedrosian and Westbrook, where are you, Westbrook? Alright, wherever Westbrook is, they're starting to irritate me. They're both peeved because I didn't pick them to help in the mutiny. I picked Erdmot instead, because I trust Erdmot. Yeah, they're both being a little bit moody, but hopefully it won't go too badly after. He said knowing how it was already going to go, but ah well.
Another Tkonian Vault.
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Well, we've got a Tkon with us.
You open it. It is a Tkonian Vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
See, it was a good idea to trust him. Who knows how long it would take if we didn't have him with us.
You're welcome. Better to keep it simple.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
Notice nobody scanned the environment to see if this was breathable air before they took off the helmets. So, great job, guys.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. We don't know where the Tkon that beamed down here could be.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Tkon, but only a Tkon. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Right then, I know we have to go over there, but we'll just have a wander around. I'm pretty sure I can't go this way, but it was a while ago when I did the original recording, so I'm just going to double check. Yeah, I can't go down that way yet.
Elsewhere. Do you know what this place was used for?
It feels familiar, but I'm not certain. The Empire was vast. I did not know every corner of it, and much was built after I became a portal. However, Tkon would not build such a place without something precious to protect.
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
But what are they protecting? Quite shocking if you don't know.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Tkon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Oh god, I forgot about this part. It'll
Where does it
amaze
go?
it to find your way
I'm
through.
not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah, I think last time I just brute forced it, and basically that's what we're going to do again. Let's try this one. Hey! Alright, let's get scanning. So yeah, we got some strange device that we can't get the data from, and some impassable walls to keep us here. And some dirt.
Soil. Just soil.
Important
It's
soil.
not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
It's important soil. Important soil.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Tkon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever.
Aw. It's quite sad.
Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Tkonian Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling, that sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it, but it cuts to the core of your being.
I'm so sorry to put you through this. I know it must be difficult.
Don't apologize. I'm glad I came. This means a great deal to me.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Tkonian ship ever built.
Looks pretty big.
I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what? Captain, you better come see this. There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Dang, that's a lot of Tkon.
I've seen these before, in the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Tkon civilization. A distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
You thought this was an arsenal. And in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Tkon Empire, and bioform billions of innocent people.
That seems to be the case. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Tkon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Tkon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost. Please.
I know, but still, I had to do it.
Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Tkon life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture lost with each one you murder.
I was protecting my crew. It's regrettable to take any life. But when someone threatens galactic civilization, force is the correct response.
And I suppose it worked. For now. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
But that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. 1 minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
Transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Tkon in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
Your time has passed. The Tkon Empire is gone.
Only to be reborn better and stronger than it ever was. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Tkon Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Tkon, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire.
There is only one true Tkon here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Tkon, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute. For to transport.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the
Well, good riddance.
they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
it's pretty dang big.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Tkon. not
Starfleet does not
science.
commit genocide.
They're not.
Not all the
And
time.
right or wrong,
Not this time,
history
anyway.
will judge you for this moment.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant,
She has to hear it.
Stand down, Lieutenant Bedrosian. It's done.
Yes, Captain. And to think, I used to look up to you.
the Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
There they are!
Thank you. I'm not sure one of my kind would have done for you what you did for me. I did not expect a show of mercy. I hoped, but you could have just as easily left me to my fate.
See, that's just one of the differences between Starfleet and you. Scions of the Flame. Our mission is to help when we can, even if that means helping our enemies.
There is honor in that.
Now that we're safe on your ship, I think you were right to bring her. Things seem a little different now than they did in the heat of battle.
You can't save everyone. You can try. Didn't want to regret this one.
And you've spared me some regret as well. Maybe there is hope.
Oh, no surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, I can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
I think between the two characters, I'm really starting to like Carter more. And I know it's like how I'm playing him is the choices. I just think I feel a better connection with Carter. Not saying Jara's a bad character, she's a great character, but I just like Carter as the
Tell me,
everyman approach.
Did any crew from the Zelti survive?
Well, since the Lydian ships have no escape pods, I think it was just us.
Terrible design flaw, really, come on.
I see. I thought so. I had a partner on board. After this mission, she and I were meant to. Doesn't matter. All that matters now is making the Tkon pay for what they've done.
We'll stop them. I promise.
You're really making us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
I'm just getting started.
Diaz,
Yeah?
did you see our people over there? Miranda?
Kapoor, Hauser?
We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
It means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us?
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that.
I really hope we see Carter again, like in other
Can't
media,
believe it,
like
but I'm actually
maybe a
looking
show
forward to seeing
or maybe a sequel
Not
to this
that I
game.
expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Oh, come on, he's got to give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see. Then again, if he doesn't, that's just Chovak being Chovak.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Tkon, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Yeah, when they do, make sure they get my name right. D-I-A-Z. Diaz. Edsalars too.
I'm sure no one will forget. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Tkon. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
We'll just have to step up and work that much harder to help Captain Rydek.
It's gonna take all of us.
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
No, it was not.
But it was my sincere hope you would.
It's great to be seen, boss. There were a few moments out there off the ship where I wasn't really sure we'd be making it back either. Everything here in engineering's kind of a sight for sore eyes.
Indeed. You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn,
Just like
this
a Vulcan,
department has
back
fallen
work.
unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch my breath for at least a few minutes, Carter.
Perfect timing.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldi, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action. You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
I tended to an Ilidian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Ilidians are no longer enemies. I always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away.
Peace is often fleeting.
Just keep trying to push for
There's a
peace.
chance
That's
you
my
should
motto.
take it.
Peace with our former enemies may be hard for some to accept, but it's what my people need.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait.
Ooh, you don't say that about
You have some
Spock.
fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Tkonian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your
Bedrosian wants to commit genocide. We don't do that.
Being an effective leader requires trust. But an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I don't expect everyone will agree with my decisions, and she's entitled to a different opinion, but I'll handle Lieutenant Bedrosian.
You'll be fine, just as long as people feel like they're being heard. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer.
I'm
gonna stick with my man Ermot.
Consider Commander Ermot a strong candidate for the role.
He'd be a popular choice with the crew, and bring a steadiness to the position that others might lack. Certainly not a controversial choice, but then some may perceive that as playing it safe. You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Listen, Lieutenant, I understand how you feel, and I respect your opinion. You're one of the most valuable officers on the bridge, which is why I cannot accept your resignation.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I expected as much. Which is why I already submitted my letter of resignation to Starfleet Command.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
Very disappointing.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Ermot.
I'll notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
That won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections.
Talk about moving up in the world.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsolar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, there were way more people involved than just me. Not only Petty Officer Edsolar, but we had help from an Elydian officer named Arminta as well.
Interesting.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you. Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Tkon and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage.
Can't really risk any more
With
ships.
respect, Ambassador, sending more ships only opens us up to more casualties. The Aphelion's purpose is bioforming on a massive scale. The risk to a battle group is too high.
Your concern is valid, and I will forewarn the battle group before they arrive. But the greater risk would be in failing to stop the Tkon. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphelion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So...
yeah, don't get caught.
What's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit?
Don't get
Something
caught.
we can do to avoid getting bioformed.
Well, as simple as it sounds, the best thing to do is to not get caught. Whether it's one-on-one or the whole ship.
We avoided the Tkon as much as we could.
But we saw the bioforming, and there's not much you can do.
I found something that might help. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And it might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
That's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelion's attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but...
Sounds like a
I
good
think
plan
Portal
to
could
me.
still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
We found that only a Tkon can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away team. There's no question in my mind.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Tkon tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edzelar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Oh yeah, I get to choose my own. Yeah, whiskey, definitely whiskey.
Voice authorization, Rydek. Alpha 7. Whiskey.
Captain's codes transferred. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Please designate a new first officer.
I mean, there is only one choice.
I am proud to name Commander Ermot as my new first officer, effective immediately. Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain. I promise I won't let you down.
Computer, Commander Ermot is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Ah, let's hope so.
Captain Rydek!
Oh, spoke too soon.
Excuse me for a minute.
This is just unbelievable, unacceptable, inexplicable. To be the most senior officer on the bridge, and to be passed over again? It was bad enough when you went to Ermot with the information about Captain Solano being compromised. But this... I've never felt more humiliated.
Deal with it.
Look, I know we've had our differences in the past, but this is not about you. This is about what would be in the best interests of everyone. Which is why I chose Commander Ermot.
He's not even close to being first officer material. He's little more than a bureaucrat who's never set foot off the ship. That is a serious liability at a time when we need experience. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance against the Scions.
You're entitled to your opinion, but I completely disagree with your assessment. Commander Ermot is an extremely competent professional who's more than up to the task, and he'll be an excellent first officer.
You drove Bedrosian away? Now this? If you're not careful, you might not have any crew left, even if we do survive.
But we will survive.
Ridiculous.
Quick pause for a second. This is as far as I got last time, because last time I could only do a quick short video, so this one will be a little bit longer, and from this point on I have no idea what's going to happen.
I don't understand. Giving everything she's got, it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate. I know the process, Captain. With your permission, I'll go handle it.
Of course.
Oh, why do I have a feeling sending him was a bad idea?
If Galvin manages to catch us, there's nothing we can do. We're no match for Tkonian technology. Not to mention the shield frequencies. As if that wasn't enough of a challenge of its own.
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
We're being pulled out of warp!
Oh, dang, it is. Oh, it is huge.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Yalvin demands to be heard. On screen.
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Tkon than you were as a cowardly Kobliad. Is it any wonder your people perished?
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired.
But you won't as long as I've got the shards.
And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Pandar, get us out of here!
Oh, what are you up to, Westbrook? God damn it, man, your prophets aren't here. Just fly the damn ship.
Evasive maneuvers!
Oh.
They've hit us. Decks 8 through 10. I'm not reading any structural damage.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond with force. Return fire. Don't let them attack without a counter.
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
Yeah, that did nothing.
No damage from the photon torpedoes, Captain. Their shields are still at full strength. The Aphelion's just too powerful.
Damage report from the lower decks.
Still can't get through on the comms, Captain. If that was the bioform ray, we have to assume there are now Tkon on board the Resolute. They could all be Tkon at this point. Or will be soon enough.
Get an urgent message to Starfleet Command. Tell them we've been hit by the Aphelion's bioforming ray. There may be hostile Tkon aboard this ship.
I'll notify them at once.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
Go on, do it. Say it. Say it. Yeah, return to salute, man. Oh, you didn't say the line.
We don't know who's on what side, Carter.
Yeah, that's a problem. We could just be shooting anybody at this point.
Transporter room 1.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
I really like the Major.
These
He's
are
really, really
concentrated
cool.
lithium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Now, take it right before if you can get the Tkon to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature.
Ooh, this one's a little more complicated.
We need to tunnel through the shields.
There we go.
There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump.
Whoa.
I might be able to divert power from
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer.
That's great. You must be Portal 6-3.
Yes, Guardian of the Tkon Empire.
I'm Carter. Engineer of the Starship Resolute.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready to transport.
Energize.
Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Where to start?
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me. It's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen a ship like this.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in! We're losing cohesion.
I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
Oh, damn.
They didn't make it.
We don't have time to mourn. We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
Get served up for the Aphelion's next meal.
I am saturated in Tkonian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
A geometric lattice of crystal formations with intricate patterns of energy, low-level tetrametric radiation detected. Oop, hard to get a lock on with this. A formation of crystals radiating a synchronous pulse of energy, moderate levels of tetrametric radiation.
This way.
nothing. I can't reach anyone on the lower decks. Internal comms appear to be fully operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
Fighting the Aphelion is bad enough. The last thing we need is an insurrection on our own ship.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before...
Captain, we're holding them off as best we can on deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust.
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who weren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Locking down the lower decks.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them? Or should they? We don't want suspicion to run rampant. But some ground rules would help.
Captain Solano had a favorite proverb from Earth. Trust but verify. Everyone should assume we're all on the same side. But at the same time, they should watch for anything abnormal.
Commander Westbrook has been gone for quite some time.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Westbrook? Commander Westbrook, are you there?
Computer shutdown initiated.
We definitely didn't contain them all.
Commander Westbrook. He's the one who initiated the shutdown.
That's impossible.
We have 10 minutes until the computer core shuts down and all systems are completely offline. A complete
What is he
loss of
playing at?
all critical ship functions. Only the captain can override it. And the computer core itself.
With me.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
Oh, sorry.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
The master console is up there. I don't have much time.
Back here again. Thankfully we know the way.
Captain, are you in here? Are you all right? Ermont asked me to come find you. I came the minute I heard you might be in danger.
Yeah, nice
I'll get
try.
the door open. I think I remember the code. Hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. Chaos in the halls. What's the meaning of this?
Yeah, tough luck, buddy.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
What? He's still standing. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. So that was not an optional fail. Gotta be quick, gotta be quick, gotta be quick. Ah, damn. Come on, nice and quick, nice and quick.
I'm done playing games with you, Captain. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Come on. The science officer, take him out. Oh! Oh, that looked painful.
It won't kill me. It goes against everything you believe in. Besides, you and I, we have history.
Westbrook and I have history. You're not him.
Okay. Okay.
Stun.
Awaiting Captain's authorization. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Alpha 7 Whiskey.
Termination sequence canceled.
Whew. Okay, guys, I do think this is the best spot to end at now because I have a feeling we're in the end game, and I feel like if we go any further, I'm just not going to be able to quit. So this is where it's going to be for now. The next video, though, will be up shortly in a couple of days. I'm recording this on Monday, and on Friday I'm going to Germany, so it will probably go up on Friday. I'm trying to get a couple of things pre-recorded to go up while I'm away. So hopefully we'll get an episode of each series, and hopefully the last for Resurgence and 40k Bolt Gun while I'm away in Germany. So I'll be back from Germany on the 5th, and then my hopeful plan is to, on the 6th, stream Starfield on Xbox and have a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3 on the PS5 go out the same day. And they'll be my two next series to replace Star Trek Resurgence and 40k Bolt Gun. But what do you guys think of what's happened in this episode? Did we make the right decision with Commander Ermot as our first officer? I think I did. I think I made the right choice. Like, Bedrosian, I liked her at the start, but like by the end she was just willing to commit genocide. Hardly a prime model of a Starfleet officer. And Westbrook just seems like a child half the time. Like, even before he became Tkon, he's just mopey and moody about any decision that doesn't go his way. Like, how the hell he made it that far at Starfleet is beyond me. Ermot seems like the best choice, I think. So we'll go through everyone here real quick. Yeah, we looked at Solano last time, or when he's obviously not happy with the mutiny. Lieutenant Bedrosian expected Jara's refusal after she suddenly attended her resignation back aboard the Resolute. Hopefully things work out better for us, but, you know, if they don't, they don't. Ambassador Spock was reassured by Jara's caution and concern for her crew during a senior staff briefing on the Resolute. Westbrook was devastated to yet again be passed over for promotion as first officer of the USS Resolute and won't soon forgive Jara for the slight. Well, he'll never forgive me because he's been turned. And her refusal to listen to any reason only compounded his frustration. Get over yourself. Tylus was grateful for Jara's words of encouragement regarding peace with the Illidians when they discussed the matter in sickbay. Ermot was thrilled and honoured to be named the USS Resolute's new first officer, and I'm pretty sure I chose right. After the Resolute was hit by a bioform ray, Duval fully supported Jara's cautious reaction when she gave the order to lock down the lower decks. Felt really bad about that, but we can't, well, it didn't really do much in the end because a lot of them got out, but it was our best chance. Galvin was annoyed by Jar's refusal to recognize the power of the Khan when the Veskar had the Resolute at its mercy. That was last episode, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm not sure if making Galvin and Sidran annoyed with us was actually the right move. Like, will we have an option later on to talk them down, and we won't get it because I liked annoying the two of them so much? Suppose we'll see. Portal 6-3 appreciated Jar's sensitivity when he was overwhelmed by feelings of loss inside the Tkon Vault. He was eternally grateful when Jar transported Tkon crystals from the Vault to the Resolute. I fully stand by that decision. I think that was the best choice. Nothing for Riker. Shovok. Shovok has not changed his opinion of me since the very beginning. Well, we shot Ensign Calloway, unfortunately. Despite his obvious animosity, Sidran begrudgingly respected Jara's decision to protect her crew at the expense of Tkonian lives, but still blamed her for blatantly manipulating Portal 6-3. Well, at least he likes us somewhat more than Galvin. Edsler couldn't help but be revealed when Carter showed compassion and saved the task. That was last episode as well. That was previous. I hope we get to see Miranda again. I hope she didn't blow up on that last ship. Although when she gets it, Major Miranda was thankful Carter saved Itasca. Yeah, pretty sure we saw that as well. After Carter's heroics aboard the Zeldy, Lieutenant Commander Cho was pleased to find him agreeable and willing to get back to work. And he gave us the Vulcan salute. But he didn't say the words, goddammit. Westbrook was proud of Carter's ability to be a team player and his willingness to offer practical solutions to a complex problem during the senior staff meeting. Doesn't really matter now. His opinion matters nothing to anybody. Lieutenant Itasca was grateful Carter saved her life and gained a new understanding of Federation perspective. So hopefully that will come back positively for us. And Portal 6-3. When confronted with the task of destroying the Aphelion, Portal was glad to hear Carter shared his appreciation of the ship. Yeah, it's a pretty cool ship. Like, I know it's trying to blow us up, but like, it's a pretty dope ship all in all. But anyway, guys, I do hope you liked this video. If you did, do leave a like and a comment. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Who would you have chosen, or who did you choose to become the first officer? Do you think I made the right decision? Do you not? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Medium, and Twitch to stay up to date on everything else I have going forward. The links to those are in the descriptions below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all content going forward. And I shall see you all next time.